Hello there, friend, and welcome back to CozyLayne. And if you're new here, welcome to the cozy corner of the internet where we like to take things slow while enjoying a game and chatting out the most random things in the process. Today, we are hopping back into Botany Manor. This will be part 3 of our little mini series. If you want to see the first 2 parts to get caught up, feel free to head back to the channel. If you are caught up, go ahead and grab your favorite warm beverage, get comfortable, and let's relax. So we left off in the library. We have, I believe, 4 flowers we need to find. Yes, botanical allies. We have the Nightfall, the Sapphire Gloom, Cradle Fern, and the Brook Chalice. And a lot of clues to find. I believe in us. Before we get started, I have a little brown sugar latte for my warm beverage today, and I would love to know everybody's beverage that they're drinking in the comments. I'm a warm beverage enthusiast, so I love a good latte, a decaf, a cup of coffee, a matcha, apple cider, even a hot cocoa. Like, it doesn't have to have caffeine. I just like warm beverages. They feel so good for the soul. They feel great. But let's go and see what we got in here. Looks like we have a bunch of symbols. We have a moon, a koi fish, the sun with the beach. Looks like a bird. I almost said a boat. That is not a boat. And then we have a rabbit or a hare. What happens if I click it? Hello? Did something happen? Ooh, okay, so we might need to find a pattern. Okay. Well, here's a book. The Fox and the Crow. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch, holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds, with a big, strong beak. "Oh, what a song that beak must make! It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it." Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicion and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese, straight into the fox's open mouth. You know those people where they're just like, ooh, let me like butter them up so I can get something out of them. Those type of people, I just don't love. I don't hate them. I get it. Like, some people just don't have a skill set, so like, let me use other people, I guess. It just doesn't make sense to me, personally. I'd rather go and find my own cheese. Or learn how to make cheese. However, I could go for some cheese. I love a good cheese and crackers. I call it, and the internet calls it girl dinner, but I love a good girl dinner. And it always requires cheese, fruit, and some type of cracker. It's basically just a charcuterie board, but it can be any kind of level of charcuterie board when it's girl dinner. It could be fancy, or it could be just absolute garbage. Okay, we got Wonders of the Night Sky, which matches that symbol over there. I like the echo. Like that attention to detail with the vaulted ceilings. I love that. And then the glass. Oh my gosh. I have gone on this rant and I will go on it again. Stained glass is an art form that we have lost, and I wish it to be back. I have some window film that pretends that it's stained glass, but I think it's gorgeous. I don't know if I could ever learn how to do it myself, but like we need that in places more often. Add a little bit of whimsy to our lives. Okay. So, can we go on the second level? Maybe we have to go up the stairs. That's so cool. Look at that. Pretty. Oh, I zoomed in. That might be our thumbnail. I mean, you'll know. You'll know if it is. I think that's really pretty there. Okay. Oh yeah, here's level 2. Alright. Another book. Your company is respectfully solicited at New Year's ball. Cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. Tea. That's rude. What if our character doesn't want to find a husband, huh? What if she's perfectly fine just being married to the flowers? Like, metaphorically, not literally. However, I think someone did marry a tree one time. At least I saw that on the internet, and not everything on the internet is reliable, so don't quote me. The golden fish. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I'm not a fish, but a prince, enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman, I gave it a very high-pitched one for being a prince, but it's okay. It can be like, it's like if Kellen Quinn got turned into a fish and was a prince. Well, we're gonna go with that. That's the one for my emos, if you understand that reference. So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom, a cottage instead of the hovel where they lived. So the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches, a palace, and servants. All the while the ocean became darker and the shore was black with dirt. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. In return for this greedy request, the fish revoked all of the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, and the shore clean, and the fisherman never saw the golden fish ever again. Interesting. I guess the moral of the story is not to be greedy. Oh, the creek. The wood. All right. Another book. The Hare and the Tortoise. I'm pretty sure we've all heard this one before. They all are starting with a certain time. It said morning, evening, and this one says midday. I'm wondering if it's telling us where to place it. Like, they're all match the symbols, so I'm wondering if it's telling us what order to push the buttons. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, but then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way toward the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win and underestimated the tortoise. As the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." Can you tell I'm having fun with the little voices? I'm not good at them, but it's fun. Okay, the rising sun. Okay. Rising sun and the moon. The moon and the sun didn't have any stories. But I imagine it would be the rising sun the one in the morning, the one at midday, the one in the evening, and then the moon. I just have to remember. I believe the fish was morning time. I need to fix this, so maybe I can just hit all of them. Ooh, that was a noise. Okay. Rising sun. In the morning. Midday. Evening. And at night. Oh, heck yeah. Secret door. I want a secret door that looks like a bookshelf so bad. Like, I want one in my house. I just don't know how to construct it. Otherwise, I would have one by now. We got some paintings. Sunset 1st of May. Sunset 22nd of May. Sunset 8th of July. I wonder if these are going to be important later. We'll come back to them. You see how shiny that was? We got some seeds. Okay, we got the nightfall seeds. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. Okay. I haven't seen anywhere to plant them yet, so maybe we have to go back outside. Oh, we got a key for the study. Amazing. These are definitely going to come into play later. Nightfall progress. I've been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while now. I'm determined to prove it's more than just a myth. So far, I have deducted that the flower opens at sunset and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains a mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. So this is where the sunsets will come into place. We just have to figure out which one's the right one. So what does our current sunset look like? It's not sunset right now. Lindley appointed chair of botany at University College London after an esteemed early career as assistant secretary to the Horticulture Society and a mission as one of the youngest ever fellows to the Leaning Society. John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke thus in an inaugural lecture. It has been very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of its science and to consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for the serious thoughts of man. Lindley also challenged the classification system and proposed many changes. Interesting. I don't know if that's going to be helpful to us, but maybe. All right, I'm going to go to the study. Oh my gosh, it has been paused this whole time. I paused my... I'm so sad. I paused my recording to go make a beverage, and I forgot to hit start recording again, and you missed so much. Oh, so we got a mushroom, we got a plant. I don't remember exactly what I didn't do. I'm so sad right now because I can't go back. I talked about mushrooms and how they're trippy and how if who consumed them first to figure out if it was poison or not. And we just brought this tree back to life and you missed all of it. I'm so sad. Let me show you the tree. Man, okay, so this is the tree. We planted the mushroom seeds and we just put it right next to the tree and this happened. So you didn't miss too much puzzle finding, but you missed the whole process and I'm so sad. I'm sorry, you guys. Technical difficulties do happen. But yeah, we have a tree in here. And I love it very much. Let me show you the study because I'm pretty sure you missed this study as well. I'm so heartbroken right now. I'm going to keep going. But just know, I feel really bad. It's okay. We will move on. Nobody's perfect. So don't let the internet ever lie to you and tell you that someone has it all together, because they could easily forget to hit continue. And they have one job, is to record video game content and then mess it up. So we're gonna pretend this is our first time seeing the study. Oh wow, look at the study. I'm gonna unlock it. I have not seen this before. Whoa, so pretty. Look at it. It's so pretty. I want this to be my office in the future. I love that it has a built-in bookshelf. The desk is gorgeous, right? All the plants, wonderful. And I love the fireplace. It just, I feel like a fireplace adds so much atmospheric vibes. I love it. Okay, we're gonna continue on. We're gonna move past our failure, which is, failure is simply but a thing to learn from. So we're gonna learn from it, try our best to not do that in the future, and still enjoy the moment, because there's no point in beating myself up for it. So here's that little mushroom friend. And now we have to figure out what else to do. Some lore we did find out, in case it was during that part, is that Arabella's uncle is in the botany world, and we are using him as leverage to, oh, that's the wrong one. Since Arabella is a woman, and for some reason back in the day, you know, things were different. We're using her Uncle Theodore to have access to resources and publishing her book potentially. So that's a little bit of lore. I'm gonna bring the Nightfall up here. I think we have access to this room now. I genuinely have not been in here yet. Alright. Cute. I'm gonna put this down for now. The Trapped Fairy. Okay. A little seat. It's a long hallway. That's the attic. Fun. Okay. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along a river in Somerset recently, and I noticed a sight that I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before. None of my books mention of it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what would have caused this? Ever your friend, Edith. Okay. We don't have the key for the attic. I'm going to close this door. It's kind of just in the way for right now. Cradle fern? Ooh, that's a certain type of egg. There's eggs in the study. I didn't really look at them because I didn't know what to do with them, but we can go look at the eggs and figure out. Looks like it's got like a little raindrops going down it. So we'll do that after we get a little bit more insight up here. Ooh, we got somewhere to pot things up here. That's very handy. Ooh, a little bedroom. Oh, that looks really comfortable and fluffy. Okay. Aquatic weed removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want it to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? We specialize in removing the following weeds: algae, Himalayan balsam, brook chalice, which is one of our flowers, duckweed. Make an appointment today. Okay. Somerset Society for Wildlife Protection offers a petition to be presented to the Honorable House of Commons. I think there's seeds back there. It keeps flashing. Hold on, I'm gonna grab that before we read. It's the cradle fern. The past years, these ferns have drastically declined on the banks, so I feel compelled to research any changes in their environment. Okay, back to this. Wait, is there another one? I swear I just saw something flash again. Oh, was just the candle. All right. In recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline and even extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear their beautiful chime-like calls. That's so sad. I'm a bird watcher, and that makes me really sad. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below and return this letter to us. No expense attends signing your signature. Arabella Green, look how pretty that signature is. I wish mine could look that nice. My signature kind of just looks like a scribble. I never took the time to make it fancy or anything, and I feel like I should do that. And like, I feel like, almost feel like in my adult life it's too late to have something like that made, but I don't know, I don't feel like it's not too late to do anything, ever, you know? The Trap Fairy, which is the painting that we looked at. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of time, and the day turned into night. Nyx, goddess of the night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke. Though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the flower bud closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. Dang. My dear Nova, never forgotten. Oh, is that our cat? Oh, that's so sad. I have a dog, and she's only 2. But if anything ever happens to her, which it will inevitably, I'm going to be wrecked. No one tells you how beneficial having a companion, like an animal companion, can be. She genuinely makes life better, but I know it's gonna hurt later. But it's gonna be a pain that I welcome, because I would rather have known life with my dog than to have not known it, if that makes sense. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I am not sure if it's worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brinsby, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time was devoted to them, and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we can see the specimens in their habitat where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. Eliza, Skylar sisters. I had a huge Hamilton phase. I don't think it's truly gone. I think that it is something that I will carry with me, and I'll randomly just belt out every single lyric and every single song and try to be every single cast member. You know what I mean? Singing all the lines, not taking deep breaths. And like, I'm not throwing away my shot. Alexander Hamilton. You know what I mean? Anyway. Tincture of red clover. Chamomile, red clover seems to soothe hot flushes. Oop. Essence of the flower. For sprains, strains, and joint pains. I like the little slogan. All right. I'm going to pause it, and I am going to make sure to hit resume when I come back. I'll be right back. Look, I unpaused it. The recording's going again. We learned from our we learned from our mistake. And that's all anyone can ask for, right? Because you don't want to make the same mistake multiple times. It's still going to happen, though. But sometimes something hits you enough that you're like, I'm not going to do that again. And you make a conscious effort. And I really think that's how success comes and how reaching your goals like happens is by just acknowledging how you've messed up prior, and just you get wisdom from it. And so it brings something positive from a situation that's kind of sucky, you know? Let's see what's in here. The most beautiful bathroom I've ever seen. Okay, not probably that. Not true. But one of the most beautiful ones I've seen. I really like the checkered floor and the green. I think that's just, it's a good combo. All right. Oh, we got pipes. Put that down. Wait, put it down. How do I don't want to hold it right now. There we go. Okay, Wilson Plumbers. Dear Arabella, here is our quote to repair the geyser in your bathroom. The cost might seem high, but trust us, it's a complex job best left to the professionals. Have a nice day. Is it complex? Like, I'm about to knock this out right here. And it's gonna be like an overcharge thing just because I'm a woman. It's kind of like what they do with the car world of things. Like, we're gonna need to get you some blinker fluid. And it's gonna be like $200. Okay, maybe not to that extent. But you know what I mean. Where it's like, let me take advantage of you real quick because you don't have knowledge. And they do that with not just women. They just do that in general. Oh, we're gonna have to plant one in there. Okay. I don't know. I just wish people were nicer and better and more empathetic and less greasy. Like, you know what I mean? Not like literally greasy. Like, you be greasy, I don't care. But I mean, like, okay. I thought maybe like some seeds would come out or something. I don't know why. Just less self-centered and greedy, and I guess kind of what we've talked about in the game. And it's like, have the heart and mind of other people like in mind, because we're all doing life for the first time. Some of us don't have like the best of situations. Some of us are born into it. Some of us just are dealt a bad deck of cards. And I feel like we should all be more empathetic with each other and more patient and kind-hearted and just all of the things. But it's fine. I guess as long as we can make small little decisions to try to do that a bit more, we can make a difference, even if it's small. You know, we can make a difference in our local community, like so much. And we just underestimate ourselves a lot, I think. So if you want that too, and if you're wanting to make life, you know, softer and easier for other people, just know that you can make a difference. Just being that way. So let's see what this has to say. A hot bath at the turn of a tap. Provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will appear. Can be used multiple times in a row without any extra cost. Okay, so it's a hot water heater. I feel like I maybe should have waited until we have a plant in there. We're gonna drain that. Where are the seeds then? Maybe somewhere else down the hall. Yeah, we still have this room. There's so many rooms in this place. Dear Lady Arabella, I wanted to thank you again for your invaluable contributions during our recent meadow orchid research expedition. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchid... Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to the field is an inspiration to us all. I look forward to the future collaborations and the continued exploration of the botanical wonders that surround us. I will put in a good word for you with the Botanical Society. Most sincerely, Professor Montague. Got the attic key. River swimming season. Dear members, we want to make sure you can all enjoy swimming this summer, so we have cleared the most popular rivers in Somerset of all aquatic weeds. The River Cam and the River Chew and the River Sommer have all been cleared of weeds thanks to the services of Clark's Aquatic Weed Removal Co. Thank you for your continued support. Thanks to your monthly donations, the rivers of Somerset are clean and weed-free. Okay. Official government. Health and safety warning. It has been brought to our attention that the factory of Barton Iron Works has been illegally dumping scrap metal in the rivers across Somerset. Oof. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. Do not swim in the following rivers: River Cam, River Sommer, River Chew. The River Frome was also affected by the waste. Though oddly, the river is completely clear of rust pollution. We are still searching what led to the effect. The Mayor of Somerset. I wonder if the flower we're trying to grow... Oh, there's a pole there. I wonder if the flower we're trying to grow would cause it to clear up. Ooh, okay. Dearest Arabella, I'm writing to share with you an exciting discovery I have made in my botanical studies. It turns out that some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future and would be delighted if you could join me in my research. Your sincere friend, Marianne. Okay. So, it said from 27 miles, the temperature is 25 Celsius and has 4 bridges. I think what we're going to need to remember is 25 Celsius. So we're just going to store that in our back pocket for later. And hopefully remember. Okay. Oh. Oh my, okay. Oh, okay. This is gonna be for the fern. We need to go figure out which bird we need for the fern. Let's do that. That was in the study, which I believe is out here. Yes. Okay. Alright, so we need the one that's like raindrops going down, and I think that looks like raindrops going down to me. So the crested owl egg. Crested owl. Do we have the seed for the fern already? I think we do. That's the nightfall. We haven't done that one yet. Okay, soil. Cradle fern, yes. Okay. Some water. Beautiful. And then that one was upstairs. Okay. Bird calls. We're looking for the crested owl. Crested owl. E-C-D-E-G-F. E-C-D-E-G-F. Okay. E-C-D. Is it G-F? No, okay. Ah, E-G-F. Okay. E-C-D-E-G-F. E-C-D. Yay! Great. Is that another one? Yes. fill it in. The cradle fern is used by the crested owl as nest, and in turn the plant has grown dependent on the owl's chime, like call to grow. Cool. Okay, bird eggs. The fern painting. Letter about melodies. Bird calls. And I think the petition. Oh, no, that's not right. Okay. Is it the research? No, that's for the nightfall. Oh my goodness. All right. So it was the petition. It just didn't recognize it the first time. That's so funny. All right. So, oh, has it been telling us where the seed packets are this whole time? That's so funny. Okay, well, we don't know where the seed packet is for this one. The attic. So let's head to the attic. All right, this is the attic. The flower growing companion. Sometimes a moth can become trapped inside a flower bud if it closes in the morning. The moth is then forced to use the flower bud as a resting place until it opens again later. Some flowers only bloom for short periods during the year, so if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again for many months later. Oof. R.I.P. the moth. Moth spotting calendar. Ooh, okay, this is going to come in handy later, for sure. This is type of moths. So we need to figure out what type of moth we need. Oh, hold on. The trapped fairy has wings. It's the cow prince with like orange and blue polka dots. Aha, the garden tiger moth. Garden tiger moth? Oh, garden tiger right there. September. Okay, so September. September sunset. I remember. Let's go see what it looks like. Because it's in... I think it's in this room. Yes, over here. May, July, October. It says April, August, September. Okay, September is blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. I'm gonna try so hard to remember that. Blue, yellow, orange, red. My brain is like, it's like a goldfish brain. We should go grab the nightfall real quick. Okay. Place it there. Blue. Yellow. Orange. And then red. I believe we should just be able to hit project slides, right? Yes! Nightfall is here. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. Dang. Okay. Moth calendar. Moth poster. Trapped moths. Fairy painting. Sunset paintings. Grandma's research. The story. That's not right. I wonder if we found everything. Hold on. The sight of plants. Some scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stems, which allows them to see the color of light. This means that flowers can tell the time of day and know when to open or close their buds. The exact time that flowers bloom is different for each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and the color of light in some way. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick difficult flowers into blooming anytime they like. I think we were missing that clue. I couldn't just like put it together. That's what happens, but that one's done. There's a rusty pig. I believe we need that for the bathtub. Well, let's find the seeds for the last flower first. My dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I have arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbor's son, Edward. He is successful in business in London. Cousins William and Thomas may well aspire to become accomplished scientists, but for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable, should you have a son. But it would be foolish to allow such a folly to come before the important things in life. I am confident this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be from 5 on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours sincerely, Aunt Agnes. I just like, again, the time in which it's set is different, but it just irks me. I found another ducky. Mallory the mallard. Pretty. Here's our seeds. My friend wrote to me about the Brook Chalice, which made me want to research them. We have read that letter. The Botanist's Digest. This month in conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids, and his words, every plant, every leaf, and every meadow holds secrets waiting to be unlocked. My aim is simply to uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications to his name, Professor Montague's contributions to the field have been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as, oh, he named it after himself, or hood marsh orchid. So did he take credit for what we did? Is that what I'm hearing? Because we were on that exhibition as well. And I believe he might have taken credit for the help that we provided, which is crummy. Okay, I believe we need to plant this one in the bathroom. I'm gonna put the piggy bank in there. And then let's go plant our flower. Put that there. Planting the Brook Chalice. We only have 3 more to go. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. I believe it was 25 Celsius, right? That we need. So we'll get 25. And then fill the bath. If this works, we are on a roll today. Yes, we're on a roll. A dinner roll with some butter. Oh, that's actually so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Wow. Oh, and it cleared it up. So that's why the other river was not affected. The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers with a temperature of 25 Celsius. The plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often as most people prefer their pond to be weed-free. I think they're beautiful. Hello? Oh, I accidentally put that one twice. Oops. Awesome. So how do we get to chapter 5? We've done everything, right? Usually there we go. I was like, usually the gatehouse will have a delivery. Right, let's go see what we got. We'll try to not get lost. I think the only other place we can go is the formal garden. I can't believe we're so close to being done. It's this way. Lady Arabella, I apologize wholeheartedly for accidentally taking the key to the formal garden home with me. It was in my pocket and I had simply forgotten it was there. I didn't want to disturb your research, so I left the key in the basket for you. Jimmy. Jimmy! Thank you. So, formal garden. I'm assuming we're going to chapter 5. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and hop into it. I think this is going to be our last Botany Manor video. That's wild. Alright, let's go to the formal garden. We're off to see the garden. The wonderful garden of Formal. Speaking of Wizard of Oz, I have not seen Wicked yet. I've heard so many good things about it. I didn't see it when it was in the theaters, and now I'm like debating if I should go and like watch it while it's like online. I'll log from the other side. Okay. Like it's on streaming services now, I believe. I've heard good things, but I've also heard mixed things where some people are like either love it or they don't. And like I like musicals. I'm not the biggest Wizard of Oz person, but I don't dislike it either. You know what I mean? I don't know. I do love seeing a movie in theater though. I want to go see Project Hail Mary, which it's a book. And I've heard the movie is amazing. We've made it to chapter 5. Also see another duck. Oh, this looks freaking amazing. I want to go on this picnic. We could do crafts and read and have snacks. This is amazing. And the size of the picnic blanket. Oh my gosh. I want this. Who wants to go on a picnic? Okay, the newspaper. It was a message. A gentleman farmer has reported sighting some mysterious blinking lights coming from caves near his home in Cheddar. In his own words, I was walking my dog and lost track of time a little, and soon became dark, and I decided to make the walk back home. On the way to my house, it was a tiny cave, and as I walked by, I noticed a blinking light pattern cast from the cave entrance. I was sure it was one of those Morse code messages. When I approached the cave, the light source vanished, and nobody was there. I'm convinced that what I saw was the Morse code abbreviation for attention. I will never forget that one abbreviation. It was the first message I learned in Morse code. Local authorities have assured our journalists that there has been no recent military activity or exercises in the area, so the mystery remains unsolved. Is that having to do with the flower? Like the flash powder that we did? Poor guy. Seed! What is this? The spring dance shrub. This flowering bush used to grow in the gardens, but but have completely disappeared when I was off on my travels. Interesting. I love the bird sound. I guess we're gonna go ahead and prep a pot for it. We'll come get it when we're ready. Right, what's over here? Mr. Bennett, the telegraph you ordered arrived while you were at the farmer's market. They delivered it by boat. I left it at the boathouse since I didn't know where you'd like to keep it. There appears to be a Morse code manual inside the case as well. Jimmy. Okay, so we actually need the Morse code then. We need attention. Okay, attention. K-A. Okay. Oops, I sat down. I was just trying to read the letter. My sweet Hazel, are you keeping well today? Jimmy's only gone and broken the lawnmower again. If it weren't for my war injury, I wouldn't be letting him loose with the mower. He said he ran over some hard object down in the long grass pond near the pond. I had a brief look and couldn't see anything. Sometimes I wonder about the boy's sensibilities. Save me some of your lovely scones. Yours always, Mr. Bennett. I like that we are seeing like a little love story between the staff. Tips for growing hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are beautiful flowers that contain anthocyanin, which is a pigment that can change color depending on the pH level of its environment. The colors can vary between red, purple, and blue. Okay. New materials for garden pots: terracotta and granite to suit all gardens. Oh, okay. Sandstone, marble, and obsidian. Interesting. We have different types of pots. Okay. Hello, little birdie. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. No, here. I'm sorry. I'll move this for you. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. You're amazing. This is so cool. We're gonna need that bird for something. Looks like we can move it around. Oh, that's so freaking cool. Open that. Right? pH. Alright. What color do we need? Let me check the book. Fool's Emerald? Ooh, so what if it's this? It's the only one with color in the name. However, oh, it's for the spring dance shrub. Okay. Well, what color do we need for that? Okay, so we're gonna probably need a different pot for this shrub. But what color is the shrub? Interesting. Okay. So much. Dear Miss Green, I've recently heard of your involvement in the mentoring of aspiring botanists. Botany is a field that demands a thorough understanding of its complexities, and while I admire your dedication, the saying, "the blind leading the blind," has come to mind. All just aside, I do hope your endeavors in mentoring will yield some semblance of progress. Sincerely, Professor Thornton. These people are just so rude to her. Ugh. What's that over there? Dear Mr. Bennett, thank you so much for the lovely bunch of rhubarb from your nephew's garden. He needn't have sent anything in return for the herbal poultice I gave him for his little one, but I'm grateful all the same. No, he hasn't the money to fetch the doctor since you said he cannot read a note. Please send him my thanks when you see him. Faithful, yours, Hazel. Cute. Right, so it's over here. For garden birds. Attract a host of garden birds such as bluebirds, finches, robins, and warblers. This seed prepared at the highest quality levels. We have a bird feeder, and it's my favorite thing because we'll just like look out the door or the window and we'll see little birdies. Sometimes the squirrels like to unfortunately mess with it, and so they knock a lot of it out, and so we have to kind of replace it quite a bit. We're trying to figure out like how to keep them out. And we've heard they don't like spicy stuff, so we tried putting cayenne in our plants to keep them from digging it, and they ignored it. But I'm interested to see maybe if we find like a spicy seed that maybe they'll leave the bird feeder alone. But I absolutely love looking at birds, and the bird feeder's been nice. Okay, we have the boathouse key now. I think the bird that we saw is the robin. So we have a robin. Just like bees, birds can pollinate flowers, but did you know that birds have a preference to pollinate flowers of certain colors? The above chart shows which color flowers attract which birds to your garden. Ooh, okay. So red. Oh, what color? What bird do we need? Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. Okay. Where's the boathouse? Where was that? I would assume by water. Maybe this way? No, this is back where I was. Maybe it is down this way. A little pond. Really pretty pond. Ugh. It's just making me want to go outside and enjoy the sunshine. My dearest cousin, whilst I hold a deep fascination for the pursuit of knowledge and science, I must admit that the subject of spiritualism is not one that particularly captivates me. Therefore, I must return this book to you. However, I appreciate your efforts in sharing your interest with me. With affection, Arabella. Okay, so we don't like spiritualism. Will-o-wisp. An eerie apparition that has long been the subject of both fear and fascination. It makes its appearance to lost travelers in dark, isolated places and beckons them to follow with its blinking light. Many a wanderer has followed the wisp's alluring light across marshes or into caves never to be seen again. Take heed. Those who venture into dark places resist the temptation of the will-o-wisp's shimmering radiance. Turn back before it's too late. Interesting. That's kind of like what the Morse code cave thing was all about. Is this the broken lawnmower? What is this? It's a handle? Well, I guess I'm carrying it now. Can I put this down? Just for a second? I want to look at the painting. Well, I guess we can hold it while looking at the painting. Ugh. Again, I wish I could paint that well. I probably could if I practiced. I just don't know if I had the patience. You know? I can't seem to put this down, but it's not hindering us from doing things. So that's nice. I'm hoping it goes down here. There's the water. Can I just take a swim real quick? No. It's so pretty. Like, imagine imagine it's your view for work or for like just being outside your house. Like, ah, beautiful. I hope to one day live in a really pretty place. Can I put it down now? Yes, oh, perfect. Okay. Oh, I picked up more. Okay. Okay, can we open it? Open it, yeah, there we go. Oh, I put it in the tree. Oh no. Or the vines, it's not even a tree. Open. Right. K-A is what we need to do. It's a long, a dot, a long, and then a dot long. Well, we don't need to do it right here. We need to figure out where we need to do it. I said caves. Do we have a cave? Oh, this is nice. How weeds spread. Weeds can take over an area quite rapidly. Some weeds have adapted in order to spread their seeds as far away as possible. The plant itself does not have much control over this, but trusts nature to lend a helping hand. Wood avens and goosegrass have seeds with a hook designed to attach to the fur of passing animals. They are then carried and dropped up to several miles away. Dandelions have seeds with an attached feathery puff that allows them to simply be carried by the wind. Other plants, such as lords and ladies, wrap their seeds in an attractive berry which birds consume and then later deposit as waste a great distance away. A final, more mysterious example is the seed of the ocelot. It is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to their nests. As soon as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts into bloom. It's not quite understood how the plant is able to detect when the creature is asleep. Maybe having to do with the warmth. I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's a board game going on. Foraging critters. Okay. Acorn. Hedgehog. A gray squirrel. Wood mouse. Mole. Red squirrel. And the rabbit. Okay. I don't know what to think of those right now. Just another, yeah. Dear Lady Arabella, thank you for your order. As discussed, we will write again in the coming months to inform you of the delivery date for these school supplies. All the best. Alright, so she's gonna start a school. Stop. Oh, I don't know if I have the capacity right now to do this. Animal husbandry and rehabilitation. So we have how to make the animals go to sleep. So we need to figure out which animal we need. The squirrel and the hedgehog are faced up. What is the gray squirrel? So maybe it's the hedgehog? Sleep is 40 beats per minute. What does it say about the hedgehog on here? I'm not too sure. I feel like we might need to find a hedgehog or a squirrel and get it to sleep on the plant. Oh, this is... Okay, we've been here. Right. I gotta start putting the pieces together, I guess. Let's try the bird thing. Get our robins. We need a like a red flower. Which means we need to do it in a different pot, I think. Okay, yeah, let's go back and see what we found about the pH. And see. 12 to 14. And then so sandstone. We'll do sandstone with seaweed. My brain is like starting to like malfunction a little. I was like, huh? What? I don't understand. It's not that it's hard. Okay, sandstone. It looks like sand. I think it's just because I've been playing for a minute. Move this one. We'll dump it because we don't need it right now. How do we get this out of the way? There we go. Sandstone, soil, the spring dance shrub, water. Okay, and then I think we can go add the seaweed. Oh, seaweed. Okay, it's red. Perfect. And now we need to get it to the bird, I think. Oh, the bird was actually this way. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, where can we put this? Follow the bird thingies, which lead to this way, and this way, and this way, and all the way to here. Okay. I think we're gonna need two, so I'm gonna grab this, and we'll go see our bird friend. I hope it's the right bird. I hope it is in fact a robin. I've walked past it already. What am I doing? Hey little guy, do you want to come over here? Is it a little heart? Yeah, go. Go to the other one. No. Over there? Yeah. Come over here. Come here. Come on. Come on, little guy. You know you wanna. Maybe I'll back away a little more. Come on, do it. Do it. Go to that one. Maybe he has to see it. You want this? Yeah. Come here. Eat it. Go get it. Yes, okay. We have to show it to the bird. Alright. See, I got another one. Yep. Come on. There you go. What should be the wrong bird? I'm so worried about that. Alright, I got more. A little tasty treat. Yum. Seed. Okay. We're gonna keep doing this. Show it. Yeah. Right there for you. Yes. Hey, I'm not too close to you. Don't worry about it. This is so cute. hide. I'm worried it's gonna be too close. No, 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 no. Come back, come back, come back, come back. No, don't do it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Look, look, look. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go back. I got seed. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I need to go to the left side. I should have just done that, but I wanted to try it. It's alright. We're learning from our experiences again. Trial and error. I got seed. I almost stepped too close to it. Oh my gosh. My heart. Hey. Yeah, it's me again. I was gonna set that there. Alright, and then we're gonna go back this way. Grab this. Go back this way again. I heard it flap its wings and I got so scared. I was like, please, no. No, we're right here. Now we're gonna go in the side entrance. We're gonna go this way. We're just gonna wait for it to happen. Did it do it? Yay! It was the right flower, right bird. Thank goodness. I did not want to do that again. Oh my gosh, look at that. Thank you, little guy. Oh my gosh, you have friends. There's multiple birds. Okay, the spring dance shrub. The spring dance shrub contains anthocyanins, I don't know, causing it to change color depending on the pH level of its environment. Robins love red flowers and will be attracted to the red variant of this shrub. Okay, that's one done. Bird seed, soil pH, bird poster, and ooh, I don't know. Did I miss something? I think we've missed a clue. Hi, beautiful. Oh, I could sit here for all day. Just hear the birds chirp. I guess we need to find the other clue. Oh gosh, they're everywhere now. I love that. They're not scared of me anymore. Oh, I think we could find our last one right here. Oh no, we already looked at the bird seed. Alright, well we'll keep an eye out for that clue. I don't know if we need to finish it. We need to find the seeds. Where are the seeds? The side terrace and the boathouse. Where is the side terrace? Is it this? I am so lost. I'm so lost. Is this a terrace? No, that's an empty pond. Oh my gosh. That thing, the lever. We need to go grab it from the boat. The one I picked up by accident. Oh my gosh. Okay. All the way back to the boathouse. Let's see if we can figure out the boathouse first instead of coming back, unless we have to come back. Right. The seeds should be here. Somewhere. Did I miss the seeds? I absolutely did. Okay. Nice. Okay. I know this one's gonna be the board game, the playing cards, the heartbeats, and I think the weeds and seeds. Now we just need to do it. So I believe we should inspect these and figure out which one's the right amount of BPMs. My theory is that it's the hedgehog. So it's a 40 BPM. Oh, we don't need that quite yet. We'll be right back for you. Because the squirrel seemed like the wrong one, but we'll try both. Oh my gosh, actually I wonder if any of the little cards, there's one that's asleep. I should double check that. Woodland card. Animal card. Would you still love me if I was a worm? Okay, they're all asleep. Okay. Digest some seeds straight away. Alright. Do you forage seeds? Oh, it might be the squirrel after all. Forge food back to their nest. Okay, it's the red squirrel. The red squirrel was 120. So actually, I think the first one we picked up is the right one. No, it's 100. Just kidding. 120. Okay, I'll put that one in. Or on. And then let's see. Red squirrel. Get it. Get it. Ow. Red squirrel. Okay. Cute. Okay. We got a little song. The ocelete seed is picked up by small animals such as the red squirrel, who then store it inside their nest. Once the animal falls asleep, the ocelete depends on the heartbeat vibrations to pick up and bloom. Amazing. Okay. I just took an extra little thought there to figure out which one it was. I probably could have got that right away. Okay. Now, we have to take this back, but we also need to take this with us, I believe. But I don't think we can carry both, so we're gonna have to come back for that. I wonder if this is a shortcut. No. No. I don't think it is. Right, we're about to figure out our lost flower. Oh my goodness. This game has been so fun. I've quite enjoyed it. It's definitely my speed. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, because there's not like a lot of super clear direction, but it very much reminds me of Blueprints in like the best way possible. Okay, we're filling this up now. How do we get over there? We walk on the lily pads, duh. Frogger. Oh, and this is where we'll get our last flower. Alright, yeah, let's go get everything. Amazing. But yeah, very much reminds me of Blueprints and the way that some of the puzzles are done. but like completely different at the same time. However, like I think I really like that kind of like logic and puzzle type of game. It's very atmospheric. I feel like it's immersive, and I I love a good art style, like in games. Okay, take this, bring it back up. Try not to drop it in the water. And go from there. I don't know, would you play this game? Is this something that you're interested in? You've probably watched a good bit of it, but it's still worth a play if you want. You'll probably forget in a year or two. But how are you liking it? Is this a series you've enjoyed? Let me know. I'm constantly trying to learn. So, share your thoughts. I like to also talk about video games so much. I have a video game club. This is actually a part of the video game club. Like one of the video game club games. And we have to get the seed. Oops. We try to play like inexpensive games and discuss it in Discord every month. I found it to be something that's so outside of my comfort zone because I'm introverted. But it's been really, really nice to have a group of people. We can chat about games whenever, whatever. But also have like a designated one we get to play and experience together. It's been nice. This is the side terrace, right? Where are the seeds? Is it through the formal garden? Yes. Alright. Oh, we have to go up these stairs. Ugh, that makes sense. Yes. Oh, this is our little classroom. Okay. Kind of look like a little tomato. I think everything at this point is just lore, but I kind of want the lore. In the darker corners of our world, there are plants and organisms that are able to produce their own light. These plants, fungi, and insects are most often found in areas of low light, such as dark forests, deep oceans, and gloomy caves. Recent studies show that chemicals such as luciferin are responsible for this glowing effect. It is not known what this glowing effect is used for, but it could be for communication with others of the same species or attracted pollinators or food. Scientists believe there are many bioluminescent species waiting to be discovered. Amazing. Jasmine, poppy, foxglove, fool's emerald is what we're making. It's so nice to see like this is, she couldn't get accepted into a school, so she made her own, and I think that is inspiring. And even though sometimes there's not a direct path, you can also you can always make your own path. Don't let anybody else stop you. And if you put your mind to it, it can happen. Dearest Arabella, I was delighted after our recent mentoring session. You do excellent work as a fellow scholar of the natural world. I recalled the spring dance shrub that once grew in our garden before you departed on your travels. How wonderful it would be to see it growing again. I've been compiling plant specimens that require pollination to mature into adult stage. I wonder if the spring dance shrub is one of these plants. Ever your affectionate friend, Lavinia. Your friend. I think that's the last clue we needed for this one then. Greeting card. Yes, okay. Let's get the fool's emerald made. Fool's emerald. A little bit of water. Back through here again. Then it was KA, so we need long, short, long, short, long. Long, short, long, short, long. peaceful little place. The water in the background, like candles. And look at that glow. Oh my gosh. They're about to make this cave lit. Alright, I'm sorry. How pretty. I love that they have the book glowing. That's a good attention to detail again. I'm so impressed. The Fool's Emerald is a vine that contains luciferin, which allows it to create light. They grow in caves where they use the light to communicate with each other, very much like Morse code. Right. Telegram, news article, code, Morse code, bioluminescence, and the plant chemicals. With that, I think our book is done. I don't really know what to do now. Go to the gatehouse. Oh my gosh. Did we just finish our book? I can't. What an experience. All that we learned, we found, explored, dilly-dallied, had fun, sat back and relaxed, got lost in the manor, forgot to film certain areas. It's just been a great journey. I'm glad you joined me for it. Let's go see what waits us at the gatehouse. Let's see. Oh, we're sending it out. Okay, this is it. All our hard work. We're sending it for publishing. I actually feel so proud of us. Botany Manor, a game by Balloon Studios. Oh my gosh. What a fun game. I so much enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the journey with me. I would love to hear your thoughts on Botany Manor. If you felt what you felt, how you feel, and what you loved about it. My favorite is the art design, the sound design, the sense of adventure, and the immersion. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Definitely recommend it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. 1 year later. Oh my gosh. We get to come back and see like where we are now. Green School of Botany. Yes, she made her own school. Okay. I love that. Presented to Lady Arabella Green by the Women's Education Union on the occasion of her opening the Green School of Botany. There's our little bird friend singing away. Thank you, Reggie. I think that was your name. Oh my gosh. Stop. This is the perfect setting. This is our book. Oh, this is our little windmill flower. Our first one that we did, I believe. Lesson 1, air purifying flowers, windmill wort, yeah. Eliza, Jessica, Catherine, Ada, Mary, and Thomasina. Our students, I'm assuming. My dear Flora, I'm terribly sorry your herbarium didn't get picked up for publishing, though I'm most excited about your new plans to turn Botany Manor into a botanical academy. I look forward to visiting the school and meeting the talented students you've taken under your wing. Let's hope they carry on our fight. Lots of love, Elizabeth. P.S. Arabella, I hope you don't mind me still calling you by your childhood pet name. I was wondering, I was like, what? Who's that? Forgotten Flora. Oh. Did it not get published? I thought it did. Oh. The end. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining me through this game. I hope that you had a fun time, a relaxed time. You feel inspired just like I do to go after my dreams, even though people say no, or I'm not good enough, I'm not a man, whatever, right? I hope that you're able to forge your own path for yourself, just like our main character did in making her own school after being told no and no and no after so many times, and to just pursue her little hobbies. She went after it and she still made it happen. And I believe that's possible for all of us. So if that's the biggest thing you take away from this whole series, is that you should still go after the things that you desperately and passionately know you want to do, then do it. Don't let anyone tell you no. I hope you have a great rest of your cozy day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!